Hello Internet, Raptor7717 here, bringing you a review of this pen, which is the Jinhao 159. Usually at this point I bring the packaging in and ignore the pen, but this pen came in the illustrious packaging of a nondescript plastic bag. So, let's just get right onto the pen. The pen is a rip-off of the Montblanc 149, rather obvious one, except for the clip design, which actually rather strikingly makes it look nothing like a Montblanc at all. You start here at the top, which has nothing on it. You get down to the clip, which you have a Jinhao logo. It is a dragon right there on a shield. The rest of the clip looks kind of like a 149, but not too terribly much. You have this nice black fake lacquer. It might actually be real lacquer. It's not a very good lacquer, but it does the job. You have a center band here. The center band says Jinhao, and on the back it says 159. It is a single band and not a three band like a Montblanc. I'm just going to point out all the differences because this is obviously a knockoff, although it's kind of self-aware in its knockoffness. You have the black lacquer barrel. You have a little silver ring at the back that would usually separate the piston turning knob from the barrel, but in this case it doesn't do anything. And you have a little just kind of blind cat piston turning knob looking thing at the back that actually doesn't actually do anything. You unscrew the pen, which takes quite a few rotations, which is nice. You get some threads here that are actually fairly inlaid and far back so that they don't interfere with your writing at all. You have a section that is slightly tapered, although slightly. By the way, this is thicker than most other pens. I'll show you that in a second. You have a bit of a ring so that your fingers don't slip off. And then you have a nib that has the Jinhao dragon on it. It says Jinhao, and it says 18K GP, which should mean 18 karat gold plated, but I don't believe it. The nib is a medium nib, and you can see the ink on there. I'm going to do a quick size comparison here. I'm going to start off with something completely unfair. Here is the Monteverde Poquito. Yes, okay. Now onto something real. Here is a Cross Townsend, which as you can see is about the same length. I don't have a pen, I believe, that is as thick. Here is a Skillcraft Executive that is a knockoff of the Montblanc 146, or Montblanc. And finally a nudeless pen. So you can see that this pen is gigantic. Let me get rid of these pens. And it's really something to emphasize with this pen. It's a beast. It's huge. The nib is alright. The nib and feed can be removed. In fact, there even looks like a little thumb place to grab it and pull it out. It's interesting. It does come with a converter. I forgot to mention that. It takes forever to unscrew, but it comes with a converter that looks kind of broken, but oh, it is, yes, okay. I suspect that not all of them are broken. The converter says Jinhao and has a bit of brass on it. I'm hoping that doesn't leak now. Huh. Anyway, I've been using it for a while, so it hasn't leaked yet. Anyway, I will be back with a writing sample in just a moment. And we're back writing with the Jinhao 159. The pen is postable, by the way, but that makes it really heavy and hard to use, in my opinion. Some people like that. I don't. So now we're going to do a little bit of writing with the Jinhao 159. The nib is medium and the ink is Nudelers 54th Massachusetts. I'm not going to write all of Massachusetts because I can't, and people from Massachusetts will get mad at me. Anyway. The nib is a bit of a fat medium. It actually is quite fat, and it really, as you can see, the feed keeps up just with me stroking. It does have some skipping problems, as you saw there, especially on the downstrokes like that. It does put down a lot of ink though when it puts down ink, so it's kind of a bit of a conundrum. You can probably fiddle with the feed a little bit. I'm sure they don't have the best quality control for assembling in the world. If you should want to have some line variation, there is definitely some to be had. Although be warned, I have done this a little bit, and first of all, you can sort of do what I did and easily get railroading, and second off, you can widen the nib really easily. This nib is very soft, and if you keep widening it, it will eventually not write or spring, which is dangerous, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. It does write in reverse very well though. Anyway, it isn't the smoothest writer in the world. It does have some hard starts at times. It can be adjusted for flow though really easily. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm positive it can. And it can be ground. It's only a $12 pen, $12, $13, so it's not the most expensive pen in the world, and it comes with a converter even, so it's alright for writing. You just have to take into account that it does have a bit of a hard starting problem, as seen there, and when I tried to circle it as well, and as seen there. It's alright though. It might just be the ink as well. The ink is a bit of a inky, bit of a different ink. So you can try it with different inks and stuff like that. Maybe you can get one that writes just straight off the bat. It is a good writer for its price range. It is a fantastic pen. It is a heavy pen. I forgot to mention it's made of all metal. So it might be actually tiresome to write with for a while. It's more of a signing pen. That's what the Mont Blanc is. But this pen has the startup problems. So if you're doing a little bit more than a signature, but less than a page, it's probably a good pen. That was oddly specific, and I think I'll leave you with that. Bye.